everybody, and welcome to another edition of A to JJ, stories of my illustrious radio career back in the day. First, I want to tell you, though, I got a date, finally, from a website called Fish in a Barrel. So I was to meet this young lady at Applebee's at table number 6. So I went to Applebee's, and there was an old lady sitting at the table, and I said, "Excuse me, are you my date?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, you told me that you were in your 40s. And she said, No, honey, I said I was born in the 40s. I was, oh, okay. But we had a nice time, and that was the end of the date. That's my story for right now. Now, let's get to A to JJ, because this is a good one, as they say. So, I got a job at 98 YCR doing what they call the God Squad, Sunday mornings from 7 a.m. until noon. And then I was still at WTHU because I was taught to give your notice, proper notice. So I had to work a couple Saturday nights at WTHU and then Sunday mornings on WYCR, which was in Hanover, and I lived in Thurmont. No big deal, we just had to not go out drinking, so which was really hard to do. Anyway, so I give my notice, and my last night at THU is on a Saturday night. And I decided that I was going to have a little fun. During the week, I had found a record. It was called Come Monday by Jimmy Buffett. And I flipped it over, and there was a song called Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw? And I never saw it before, so I played it, and it was like, why don't we get drunk and screw? So I decided that that was going to be my swan song at WTHU. So I went into the radio station, did my commercials and stuff like that. Incidentally, my show was sponsored by George's Market in Thurmont because, as their slogan says, you can't beat our meat. So anyway, long story short is we started playing. I played the first song was Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw? Then I got a phone call because I played it again. And then I got a third phone call, and it was my mother. And she said, "Oh my God, what are you doing? This is not remotely funny." And I said, "Well, you can call Patrina Colby, the owner, because she thinks it's hysterical and she's having a party and she wants me to keep doing it." So I said, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take dedications." So my first dedication was from Bobby to Johnny. And here's a love song. What'd I play? Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw? And then Janet to Joey. Here's another great love song. Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw? For 4 hours, I had 2 copies of that song and 2 turntables and a microphone. So every time I played that song, I played it as a different dedication. Finally, somebody from Mount St. Mary's, girls, found the radio station on their dial and started calling me and sending out requests to other college boys at Mount St. Mary's. It ended up that my phone rang from about 8:15 till midnight, solid for those 3.5, 4 hours, because I played Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw. The next day, Patrina Colby called my house, that we still had landlines then, and my mother got on the phone and she said, "Did you think that was funny?" And Patrina said, "Oh my God, everybody thought it was funny." And my mom said, "Well, I didn't." And Patrina says, "Oh, you have to have a sense of humor." So they had a good laugh, and then I got on the phone and she said, "Hey, listen, I know that was your last night technically, but if we need your help, can you help us again?" I said, "Oh, absolutely." And she said, "My phone at the house rang off the wall from about 9 o'clock this morning until I called you because everybody loved that little deal that you did with Why Don't You Get Drunk and Screw." So that was my swan song at WTHU in Thurmont, Maryland, before I went on to my historic career at 98 YCR, starting with the Sunday morning God Squad. That's it for this week. I'll be back again next week. Join us on the Oldies 102.9 WHYL Facebook page and enjoy my show weekdays from 3 to 6 on Oldies 102.9. Bye-bye for now.